they lost that, they needed somewhere new. Captain Cook had found this place, and that's why they went, great idea, we'll send them on down there. But one thing I need to point out to you is that the convicts that got sent down here, they weren't murderers, they weren't rapists. They were they were nice convicts, very nice convicts. White collar crime. One of the worst crimes that you could be sent down here for was forgery. It was mainly people who were stealing food to be able to feed their families that came on down here. The term of transportation was typically 7 years. That's what your punishment was. And then after 7 years, you were free. You could go back to England, but the problem was that none of them had the finances to be able to go back, so they were stuck down here. If any of the convicts did step out of line, though, they were punished. They were punished severely. Our whole island was Alcatraz because there was nowhere to escape to. They couldn't escape to another town. There was no other towns at all. But if they needed to be punished, they were sent to that little tiny island right behind you, which really is the Alcatraz of the Alcatraz for us. The convicts called it Pinched Gut Island because once they got sent across there, they weren't fed any rations whatsoever. In fact, one of our convicts who stole butter was hung over there. Now, they left his body hanging for 3 years. Can you imagine the smell downwind as we've got it right now? It was left there for 3 years to serve as a reminder to the other convicts they stepped out of line. So from this point where we are now, straight through there where I'm pointing, leads out to the Pacific Ocean. So if any of when the ships first arrived, the first fleet arrived, that's where they would come from at that direction. And that's when they could see that they were getting new supplies coming through as well. So the Macquaries arrived here in 1810. Lachlan Macquarie became the governor of what we call the colony of New South Wales. He came here with his beautiful wife, who is now going to be played by this analogy Lady Elizabeth Macquarie. Now, Lady Elizabeth Macquarie came from a position of privilege in London. She was attending the garden party. She was eating the sandwiches with the crusts cut off. She had the most beautiful little gowns. And then she was sent here, what was described as hell on. Should we beat this group? Come on through. So, she had this seat carved. Just get in there. So she had this seat carved by the convicts so she could come here every single day. The reason why she was coming here every single day was because she got the perfect viewpoint out to the ocean. She was looking for ships to arrive. She was sad. She was despondent. She was yet hopeful that boats would come from a particular vantage point. She pulled her skirt down, not to flash the Japanese skirt. But what she was waiting for was the boats to come. So they'd be bringing her news of home. They'd be bringing her food from home, new clothing from home, and one day, hopefully, she had hope in her heart and in her eyes, hope, desire, that one day the boats would take her home. And she sat here every single day pining for her homeland. Now the Macquaries did something that got them sent home. That castle that you saw before, I asked you, what does that building look like? You said it's a castle. Yes, it was built as a castle at a time when the people who were living in the colony of New South Wales were doing it hard, but it wasn't a castle for the Macquaries, it was the stables for their horses. When they found out that there was, who's this? Got a friend. Once they found out that it was the stables for the horses, they found out back in London that it was the biggest misappropriation of funds that the colony had ever seen. And the Macquaries got their marching orders, and Elizabeth got to go home!
What you've got to remember as well is because a lot of the convicts, they were very scared. Because of Jaws, they were very scared of the movie of sharks. So they knew that if they went swimming, great whites would